Hello everyone, Simon here from Super Nerds Gaming, and I am here for a retro pickup video. Now this is a really, and I mean really special retro pickup video. I've had hold of these items for quite a while now. It might even be before Christmas, I don't know. I can't remember properly. They're in this bag here, that's why I keep looking down. So there is a fair bit to go through in this one. But there is one item in this bag that is like, for the collector to own, it's really, really special. Especially if you're a collector of this certain franchise or this certain game company. I know I'm being very vague with that, but really it is. Now, give it a little bit of background information on this before we get into it. It was through a friend I picked these up from. The whole lot cost £60, and it was through Instagram. So, I mean, when I got the opportunity to get these things, I was like, yeah, I need these. These are like really, really good, and they're really gonna boost out and, you know, make my collection even better than it is. Plus the fact they are fantastic games to play. So, with all that said and done, let's get into this lovely bag of retro goodness. So the first game that is, well, in this bag, it's not actually part of the collection that I did pick up. This is something I picked up from CEX ages ago, and I completely forgot about it. I literally put it into the same bag as this pickups and totally forgot about it. And it is Dynamite Headdy. Now, this is a bloody great platformer. It really is. And I have it on various Sega collections. But to actually own it on the original hardware, I'm really happy with. I think I only paid about £12 or something for this in CEX, which is pretty good. I mean, the box is in pretty good condition. It's bright, it's colourful. You know, there's not much to dislike about the box. And if we open it up, it is actually complete. So we have the manual and the game, which is really nice. But again, I'm not really all about that. As long as the box is fine, that's me done. I'm happy with it. So let's actually get into some of the collection that I purchased. So the first one is Metal Gear Solid. Randomly, I don't own this. I mean, I don't know why. It's an absolutely fantastic game, but it's taken me this long to put it into my collection. I don't know why it has taken this long. But I picked this up with a stack of PlayStation games, which I will go through, and I'll reveal the price of what these PlayStation games cost between themselves at the end of it. But I'm happy to get this. It's a shame I didn't get it when we did the interview with David Hayter at MCM Comic Con Manchester, because I would have got him to sign it, no hesitation. I mean, that was just amazing. Got like barcodes being marked over. I've seen this with a few games. I don't know why that happens or who does that, but it is all complete. So I'm really happy to have Metal Gear in my collection. It is one of them outstanding games for the PS1, and yeah, really, really happy with that. Next game we got is the original Worms by Team 17, and again, I love Worms. Although this was not the first Worms game I played, I think it was Worms Armageddon on the N64. That was randomly the first game I picked up with my first wages. I literally went into HMV in Liverpool when it was where it used to be. But I picked it up and I was so happy with it. Yeah, just picking up Worms games is really happy doing. So just trying to open that then, it just got a bit stuck. So that's lovely. I'm not too sure if I actually have this. I think I do have Worms, but I'm not too sure if I have it in like the dual case look, which for some reason I really like PlayStation games when they look like that in the dual case. I believe I did get told a while ago it was something to do with they were running out of normal cases or something. I don't know how true that is. I've not researched it at all, but still, I like the dual case look. Next game we've got is Final Fantasy 9. I do have this, but not in this good condition. The Final Fantasy 9 is that I got, I think it was like one of the last level up purchases I made before it closed, and it is in poor condition, but the price reflected it. I got it for very, very cheap. So I'm happy to kind of swap it out now that I've got this in a really good condition. And there we go, we've got all the discs there. Final Fantasy 9's one of the Final Fantasies I have not played. I get told a lot to play it. It's apparently very, very good. I just haven't got round to it yet. I feel like I'll probably play it on a port on like the Switch or something before I'll probably get to doing this. But still, yeah, it's a Final Fantasy game. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy games, even though I haven't played this one. So I'm happy to get it into the collection in this good of condition. Next game we got is another Final Fantasy game, and it is Final Fantasy VIII, which is a really good game. I really enjoyed playing Final Fantasy VIII when I was younger. I used to go around to my mates and we used to play through it together. I think he got further than I did in it, but it looked so good back in the day. I know we're getting some sort of remaster of it or HD scale up of it, which is pretty good for people who've missed out on it, because it is a really good story to this one. There we go, 4 discs all there. Oh, was that no manual there? Oh, I can live without it. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic story. These old school Final Fantasy games are where it is for me for Final Fantasy. The PS1 was just, you know, the right place for RPGs for me. So happy to pick that up. Next one again is another Final Fantasy, and it is the legendary Final Fantasy VII. This is the first RPG I ever played. To memory, well, the first one that kind of sucked me into RPGs. I just adored this game. I remember lending it off a mate in school who was trying to sell it to me. I had no clue about it, put it on, and that was it. I was away. I didn't actually buy it because one of the discs didn't work, so I could only go so far in it. But I did go back to it in later years to complete it, and it is one hell of a ride. I really can't praise this game enough. It's just so good. And I definitely am going to be picking up the remaster that comes out on the PS4, because that just looks really good. And we can open it up. So we've got the discs there, we've got manual, and then we've got the other 2 discs. Now, I do have this in my collection, but I believe the one I have, or this front case, is cracked. It happens with a lot of PS1 games. With the cases, I mean, they're not as bad as Dreamcast cases, which are absolutely abysmal, but still, they are known to get cracks in the front of them. But other than that, that's a really good condition. Really happy with that. Next game I've got is a Street Fighter, and it's Street Fighter Alpha 3. Now, I love my Street Fighter games. I am not very good at them. I'll admit it. I love Street Fighter, I love Mortal Kombat. I'm just not great at them, but I still like playing them. And the PS1 was an absolutely fantastic place to have Street Fighter games, because they got so many additions to it. I mean, some were just rehashes, but then you get likes of Alpha 3, which is really good. I really like Alpha 2. But in this collection I got, there's actually quite a few Street Fighter games. So I've got Alpha 3 here. We'll just open it up and have a little look. Oh, case a little bit. Bingo there. Big manual. Oh, I love that. Love big chunky manuals. And there's the game there. So that's all fantastic. Next one is Street Fighter EX Plus. Now, you'll notice this is an old, very, very old Level Up sticker, which is amazing, considering Level Up does not exist anymore, which is very unfortunate. And it is just a blast from the past. I will probably not remove this just because it's the memory of Level Up is on it. I'm $3.99. you're not paying $3.99 for this game anymore. Definitely not. It goes for quite a bit now. I first played this game with my uncles, actually. Really enjoyed it. I've never owned it, but it was like Street Fighter moving into the 3D dimension, and I thought it was pretty good, you know, considering they were mainly, you know, a 2D fighting franchise, and they made that jump. I don't think it was that bad of a game. No, really happy with this one. Right, next one is Street Fighter EX2 Plus, and apparently this was $3.99 somewhere else again. Guarantee that's not going to be $3.99 now. I don't think I've played this one. I really don't. Case is a bit cracked on the front there, but other than that, again, another nice big manual, and the disc is there. But yeah, I'm happy to dive into this one. I don't think I've actually played it. I have played a lot of Street Fighters in my time, but if I played this one, I really don't know. And the last PS1 game is Street Fighter Collection. It's just got a load of Street Fighters on. There's not much that can be said about it. As I said, the PS1 got a plethora of Street Fighter games, whether they be rehashes or not. The greatest collection of fighters has just entered the arena. We've hit you with a super combo, 3 Memento releases featuring 27 fighters from the series that defined fighting games. Battle your way through all-time favourites, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and the US debut of Super Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash. So it's got 3 games on, which, yeah, again, I'm happy to have that combo of Street Fighter games. I mean, that was all the PlayStation games there, so we got that, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. I'm trying to grab the rest now. We got this, we got this, and we got this. Now, this is kind of a bit of a shocker here. The price for the PS1 games alone was £15 in this haul. So all these awesome Street Fighter titles, Final Fantasy 7 to 9 and Worms, was all for the amazing, outstanding price of £15. But that is still not the biggie of this video. So I'm going to move these on now. Super Nerds Gamer question: what is your best fighting game on the PS1? So I'm gonna dive straight into it with the big purchase of this video, and it is Smash Brothers on the Nintendo GameCube. But this ain't just any ordinary Smash Brothers. This Smash Brothers is signed by Miyamoto. Yeah. Which, I mean, I've got no authenticity of it, although I do believe the guy. He, you know, from what I've spoken to and the story he's told behind it, it's very believable. But I've got no pictures to say that is authentically signed, but I can well believe it. I mean, it's down to yourself whether you believe it as well. And it was done on the 21st of the 2nd, 2003. Now, I'm not the greatest or biggest Super Smash Brothers fan, but when you come across something like this in a big haul of games that you're picking up, it stops you dead in your tracks, and you just think, wow, it's, you know, that's a bit of history there, you know, a Super Smash Brothers game signed by the man himself, Miyamoto. And it is all complete. With all bits and bobs, you know, the manual or the upcoming games and that. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. It is amazing, and it's amazing it bloody took this long to actually get the video done. But yeah, I mean, what do you think of that? I've only shown a couple of people this, and everyone I've shown's been like, wow. And I you know, I am myself. But let's move on anyway, because there is some other games, but this was the big special one. So the next one is Zelda The Wind Waker with the limited edition 2 bonus gamer discs. So we open it up and we've got Zelda Ocarina of Time, and that's Zelda Ocarina of Time and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with the Master Quest, and Wind Waker. Now this is the actual one I owned when I was younger, and I still own the Wind Waker disc, but I don't own the other one. I believe I gave it to a friend when I was younger because I'd done it on the N64 and I weren't really bothered, but that was before it was a collector, so yeah, you do these silly things, but again, I was helping someone else out, so yeah. Happy to pick that up boxed because, again, I've only got a disc only, so having it boxed with the extra game, brilliant. So that is Zelda The Wind Waker. Next game is Pikmin. I'll be honest, I have never played a Pikmin game. It was one of them big ones for the GameCube that they pushed, where you had the little Pikmin and you were fixing the rocket and you had to deal with the wildlife and that. Looked absolutely great. I just kind of went past it and never picked it up. I think I was too much into Resident Evil on the GameCube and not much else. But yeah, really happy to pick up Pikmin. And the final game for this retro haul is Resident Evil 2 on the GameCube. Now, I own Resident Evil 2 on the N64 and on the PS1, but I don't own it on the GameCube, so I'm happy to actually have that on the GameCube now. And it's all fine. Ah, I didn't know that. It actually has a memory card in it. Be actually interesting to see if the saves are on there. I have heard rumours this is not a very good port on the GameCube, but at the same time, it's Resident Evil 2, and I love it. And I love collecting for the GameCube. I think this was the only Resident Evil game I didn't have for the GameCube. So now I've got them all, so I'm quite happy. So that was the last of this purchase with the GameCube games. And obviously the amazing signed Miyamoto Super Smash Bros. Melee. Wow, this has been a pretty kind of, you know, really good video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you everyone for watching this retro pickup video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. What did you think of the retro haul that I got? Is there some items in there that you have in your collection, or is there some items in there that you're after for your collection? Let me know, put it in the comment section down below. And as always guys, I will catch you next time.